It's cold. Actually, today is warmer than it's been. So it's not as cold as it's been, but it's been really cold. Just to show you. Yeah, so as you can see, lots of snow. Snow, 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 snow. Snow everywhere, every freaking where. And since our garage is not heated yet, because that's expensive, then yeah, it's kind of cold out here. It's hard to get out here, especially when you're trying to like touch the metal, and the metal is just so absolutely cold. But I gotta tell you, I am so happy to come out here and see that those headers are no longer on, and at some point I took those off. That is fantastic. But what I need to do is I need to pull this head off, and I got to do a couple things because, as you know, I've been having some issues with it just dumping water into the combustion chambers, and it's just highly unlikely that all four combustion chambers have cracks in them. Also, it's unlikely that the heads have cracked in a way that there would be that, unless there's just it's all individual, you know. So what's happening in one, or in all of these, is happening in one, you know. So it's like there's something going on. Now it could be that it's these heads, maybe they're warped. I replaced these heads whenever I'd got like one of the bolts stuck into the deal, and so I wanted matching ones because I think I had something else in here at one point, like 8 somethings. So I got these 317s and put them in, and there's a chance that these are warped. I mean, it's really hard to say, but what we can do is we can pull these off, and I actually have a flat edge that is meant for exactly what we're trying to find out. And so we'll pull like I said, we'll pull the heads off. Well, we got to pull intake off, pull the head off, and then yeah, we'll put that across there. And if anything's greater than 0.02 on a feeler gauge, then we know that, and we're going to test the head and the block. So if it's happening on this side, because they're both doing the same thing, what I find on this side is probably going to be the same thing that's going on that side, because it's all 4 of those too. It's freaking crazy. I've never seen it. Brand new head gasket, just so everybody knows, brand new one, torqued down with ARP head studs. So, I mean, I don't know what the hell is going on with it, but we are going to pull this head off and find out. So, it still has some of that copper on there, but it said that anything more than what was that, 0.002 is considered warp. And so I was a little concerned because that's pretty thin, and I mean, it's got to be around this area of the but I wonder, so I see something right there. It doesn't seem crazy off, but it's enough, especially like right here. I was able to get it deep in there. And I mean, I need to go through and actually thoroughly clean the metal off too before I'm saying that, you know, that's for sure. But I mean, everywhere else, it's like right here, right here. I mean, it seems like the heads are actually good, but you know, it's at this point it's probably good to just go ahead and see. The problem I was having was finding anybody. Ooh, see right there. Like, I wonder, hold on, let me hold this down so it's not flopping around. Oh, that probably didn't help any. See, that seems all good. I mean, I get it. I have, you know, all this stuff on there. Maybe I need to try and, but they were clean whenever I did this. So, but I'm gonna try cleaning them off, making sure all this old copper spray is off, and then I'm gonna check it again. But I mean, I'm using the smallest, where is it at? Yeah, there we go, 0.002. All right, so let's clean this thing up. Okay, yeah. Hey, just so you know, Super Clean doesn't like to be frozen. I mean, it's just, it freezes. So let me go grab my inside bottle that's not frozen. Yep, got my inside bottle. This stuff just breaks it down really well. I've never had an issue with it. The only issue I've had is when it freezes. So, you know, but that wasn't its fault. That was probably my fault. Shouldn't have left it out here. But I'm going to go ahead and clean these up. Make sure they're nice and smooth. Retest them. And like I said, I'll come back for the test so we can all see what it's like. Okay. Yeah, she cleaned up really nicely. Check that out. Yeah, just put a little bit of super clean on, and obviously a little bit of scrubbing. I mean, that's to be understood. But yeah, it turned out good. But what we're here for. Let me make sure this thing is completely clean. Okay. Oh. Hold on, peeps. Let's see what we got here. So, I mean, everything seems to be centered around the combustion chamber. So, I mean, I can't get it in. I don't know, guys. I'm beginning to wonder if it wasn't just like me, not cleaning these things very good whenever I went to go put the heads back on the first time, because I was in such a rush trying to get it done, because I was so irritated with myself that I put the other ones on backwards. But I can't see how these are bad though. I've gone in many areas in the X pattern and everything seems great. I don't know. I gotta say, I think the heads are fine. And if the heads are fine, which are aluminum, then I would say that the block is probably fine, but only one way to find out. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult, so I'm going to actually have to have both my hands. Well, let's see if I can set you up. Okay, hopefully you stay there. But let's see what we got here. Oh, can I even get that in here? I still gotta clean these, but it's gonna be really difficult. I can't see that. I know I didn't check all the cylinders, but they were all leaking. So the fact that I'm able to to, you know, everything seems to be in the tolerance. You know what I'm saying? So, is it possible that what I did was just didn't clean the surface properly? Because obviously iron block, unlikely to warp. Not the so iron block, not very likely to warp, but it is possible. It's definitely possible. But it hasn't ran long enough to overheat, and this block didn't leak with the other heads. So once you do a little bit of discovery, you learn that it was probably because I didn't clean the decks of either one of these things before I put in the new head gasket. I was just like, look, it's unlikely that that's a problem, and apparently it was. So it looks like what I'm going to be doing is going ahead and cleaning up everything again, taking off that head over there, cleaning it up, spending another $140 on a head gasket, because I'm dumb. So I'm doing great when it comes to these head gaskets. I am on fire with these things. So yeah, that's crazy. So at least we know that the issue was me being dumb. But yeah, I guess what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get some more head gaskets. So depending on how long it takes for me to get them will depend on whether or not you're seeing this video before I get them or not. But I'm not going to put you through me reinstalling more, you know, head gaskets and stuff like that. Because why? Why would you need me to do that? You've seen it 1,000 times by now. So we're just going to go ahead, and the next video is just all about starting and running Earl if it's warm enough, which honestly, I don't know. We'll have to see. The problem is these AN fittings, the O-rings, get a little weird and they start spraying water all over the place, or not water, worse, fuel everywhere. That's literally the only problem. So as long as those hold up, then we'll start Earl up. That's literally the only thing. But I've figured out a lot of those leaks now, and I've replaced some of those fittings. So I'm hoping that that is a non-issue, because there's nothing else wrong with Earl. It is literally just these head gaskets that I've been fighting with. So that's, like I said, that's what we're going to look into next. I'm going to go ahead and, I mean, based on having that machined flat edge with a .002 feeler gauge, not being able to get through it, which is the lowest of the spectrum, because it was like .002 or .004. So the .002 couldn't get through there, which means that they're not warped. It's just not likely that they're warped. So it just sounds like I'm dumb again. Hey, that's the headline for the video. Patrick was dumb again. But, you know, we're gonna keep at it. Probably not gonna be the last time I'm dumb. So all right guys, later.